Hello, my name is Miss Binion and this presentation will hopefully give you a brief overview of the current RS GCSE which we teach at Whistleton High School. We currently study the AQA specification, which is made up of two components, each assessed as separate papers at the end of Year 11. Paper 1, which is Religion and Ethical Issues, otherwise known as the Thematics paper, and Paper 2, which is Religious Beliefs, Teachings and Practices. For both papers, we study Christian and Islamic beliefs, although for the thematics paper, it's more heavily weighted towards Christian beliefs than it is Islamic. So examples then of some of the topics that we would look at in the first Religion and Ethical Issues paper. We do a unit of work on religion, relationships and families. This involves questions such as should the church allow gay marriage, issues concerning divorce and remarriage, and sexism, how are men and women treated in today's society, questions over gender roles, nature of families, purpose of families, etc. We do quite a lot of work on early life, and one of our key topics within this is abortion, which is the termination of a pregnancy. We'll look at questions such as when does life begin? Is it the woman's right to choose? Should the unborn fetus have a right to life? Within our War and Peace unit, we'll look at questions such as is it ever right to use nuclear weapons despite the huge amount of destruction that they inflict? We'll look at issues concerning terrorism. We'll look at the concepts such as just war theory. So why, for example, some Christians might accept killing in war when they wouldn't normally accept killing in many other situations. One of our topics within a unit is animal rights. So we'll look at questions such as is it ever right to use animals in experiments? Is there a moral difference between testing for medical or cosmetic purposes? Should people eat meat? Crime and punishment is a large unit. We'll look at different types of punishment, aims of punishment, so why do we punish criminals? Are our punishments effective? Is our prison system, for example, effective? We'll look at the death penalty, which is capital punishments. We often have a guest speaker, Billy McCurry, who will come in and speak to our students. He is an ex-Protestant terrorist, now a Christian minister who's got some quite interesting views on the death penalty. Our second paper, which is the Religion, Beliefs and Practices, this will be split 50-50 between Christian beliefs and practices and Islamic beliefs and practices. So within this, we'll look at questions such as whether or not there's life after death, will we be judged when we die, if heaven and hell do exist, what are they like, what do the different religions teach about who goes there and why do they believe that. Will we be forgiven for our sins? Look at Islamic beliefs about angels, different beliefs about the nature of God, how beliefs about the nature of God between Christianity and Islam are similar, but also how they differ. Within key practices, we'll look at topics such as the role of the church in the worldwide community. We'll look at the work of Christian charities such as Tear Fund and Christian Aid and why Christians are motivated to help those in need. Within Islam, we will do quite a lot of work on the 5 pillars, one of these being Hajj, which is Islamic pilgrimage. So we'll look at what happens when Muslims go on pilgrimage to Mecca, why it's so important for many Muslims that they do go on pilgrimage at one point in their life and what that involves. In terms of assessment, there's no coursework. It is 2 written examinations at the end of Year 11, so 2 papers, each being 1 hour and 45 minutes long. We are particularly proud of our GCSE and our A-level results. Students work very hard, but we like to think that they enjoy the course as they study it throughout the 2 years. And I'd really encourage anybody who's considering the RS GCSE, of course, if you have any questions, please come and speak to a member of the RS department. or even better, if you could speak to a current RS GCSE or A-level students who studied at GCSE, then they'll be able to give you a really honest opinion on how the course is taught and hopefully what they really enjoyed about it.